Okay, so the next portion we're going to play here is he plays a total of 6 measures here based on this descent sort of on the E blues scale in the first position, and he's playing on the bass strings. So you're really going to be only focusing on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings here, and you're going to play this riff. A combination of the riff will be spread across 6 measures, and it'll sound like this. Before he goes back to the main riff. So if you have the ebook available with you, so let's locate and find that tablature. And so what you have here is a series of 9 notes that go into this construct. And once you get it down, it will be easy. It will roll like water. But this is the toughest part, probably. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the 5th string, and you're going to play that open. The first note in that series will be open. Then you're going to do like a hammer on the 2nd fret 5th string. 1, 2. And now you're going to play the 4th string open for that 3rd note. 1, 2, 3. Back to the 5th string 2nd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now the 5th and 6th notes in that succession will be the open string on the 5th string. So the first 6 notes will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and now the 7th, 8th, and 9th notes will sound like this. So when you tie it together, it'll be like this. Alright, so we'll go, the last 3 notes in that are just simply the top string 3rd fret, the 4th string 2nd fret, and then you resolve immediately on the top string open. So the first 9 notes will be like this. That top string open, that 9th note, will always cap off that measure, and then you'll immediately play the same riff right over again, right after that. So he plays that 3 measures. Those 9 notes, he plays that 3 measures in a row, the exact same thing. And then the last 3 measures will be a little bit different, and he will kind of stall. So instead of 9 notes, you have you have 8 notes in these the next 3 installations of that. So you have to listen along closely to the original recording. But in that second installation of riffs, he'll play again the same. The first 5 notes of that will be the same of what we just discussed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except instead of playing that 6th note open, he sits there for a little bit. It's like it becomes a whole a quarter note, and then he goes right to that 3rd fret top string, then open. So it's the same thing that we just learned minus that sixth note. You don't play it. So together altogether it'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So before we were playing that sixth note was the open string on the fifth string. Well, here he doesn't play it and instead waits and makes that sixth note become the third fret top string. I know that sounds confusing, but so to break it down easier for you, the first three riffs went like this. There were 9 notes. Because the difference being is that I played this on the fifth string open, 5, 6, right there. That's the difference. So in this next installation of riffs, he elongates it. He draws out that fifth note and makes it a quarter note. So it'll sound like this. So the first 3 riffs are, and then the second 3 riffs are like this. You know, and you can hear it in the original recording. So he fluctuates between octaves, resolving on that what would be the E, which in this case is the D note because we're tuned one step down. Alright, so we're resolving in the open E, and then the last 2 notes there, he's resolving that last 8th note to cap off that riff will resolve in the 2nd fret 4th string. So there's a lot happening there, but it's really quite straightforward and easy to understand. So he plays this riff 6 times, and I'm just going to play them 6 times as you would hear in the original recording. So the first 3 installations of the riff will be exactly the same. There are 9 notes in there. So it will be played like this. See, I play that 3 times. 2, 3. Alright, and then the 4th, 5th, and 6th series of those riffs will sound like this. The 4th series is a little different and it'll go like this. And then the 5th and 6th series will actually be even a little bit more different, and it'll go like this. So notice that in that 4th series, I'm resolving on the open string, the top string here, and then the 5th and 6th series are resolving on the octave. Instead of the open top string, you're resolving on the 2nd fret 4th string. Essentially the same note. And that's the breakdown of the riff. So in that riff, he sort of speaks these words that make no sense, like spoken words over it. So he'll play I, show him I, or later on the song he'll say real man, show him it's just a very unusual kind of, I'm not really even sure what he's saying there. He's using southern slang, but that's if you really wanted to play how he was playing it. But I know it's a lot to digest. This is a very complicated song, but it's extracting out very simplistic notes that are coming from the E blues scale. So we'll tie it all together. Starting from the beginning, we learned about this riff. Well, tamed by the one thing that make me sing the blues. I ain't gonna bother man, real man. Shown, I shown. So that riff, you can be a little bit more flexible and liberal on how you want to apply that. So, I know this is a lot to comprehend, but definitely go back in the video. And if you haven't already, please definitely download the ebook. It's completely free. It's very well laid out, very easy to understand, complete lyrics. And I'm finding that I'm really learning these songs on my own. I don't usually sit down to learn the lyrics or master a song. I just kind of, when I study this music, I just breeze through and move along. But these books have really helped me really, just figure out what's going on and really learn the songs. And I find that by having the lyrics out on there, you really memorize the stuff and you can just play it over and over again. So anyways, definitely check out my website. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, because I'm on a mission to preserve this music. There's going to be more artists down the road. If you haven't already, check out my Mississippi Fred McDowell series that I did back in June. There's 10 videos out there, all in conjunction with my ebook, which is available at my store. Mississippi Fred McDowell ebook, and I cover a good chunk of his music from his album This Ain't No Rock and Roll, covering tunings all across the board, Spanish, Vestipul, and Standard. And R.L. Burnside, this series I'm focusing on his stuff in standard tuning, giving you the free ebook, and then I'm going to kind of wrap it up with his stuff in slide, new songs to come out in September. So I'm Delta Lou, and again, thank you for supporting my mission, subscribing, like me on Facebook. Definitely check out my website and see what's going to be popping this summer and into fall. So thanks again.